How do I improve my verbal ability score? Does this question bother you too? Well, if it does, this session is meant exclusively for you. Hi, my name is Brinda, and in this session, we will understand what can be done to improve the verbal ability score if you're planning to write an entrance test anytime soon. Well, we'll share good tips to help you improve your verbal ability score. So, my tip number one for you is understand the paper pattern. So, whatever paper you're planning to write, whatever entrance test you're planning to write, make sure that you know the paper pattern. You can always get the previous year's papers. They are very easily available on the internet, they are available on our website. So, you can always get these papers and go through the pattern, understand the marking scheme, understand whether the paper, this section is, there will be sectional time or sectional cutoff for the paper that you're planning to write, especially the verbal ability section. So understand everything about the paper that you're planning to write, understand the type of questions that you will be expected to answer, the time duration that you will get for this paper. So have a clarity, and you can always get the papers. You should write some mocks after you've completed your preparation. This basic understanding will help you enhance your verbal ability score. Tip number two. So my tip number two for you is that you should read a lot. So it doesn't matter, irrespective of which paper you're planning to write, you should be a reader. You should be an avid reader. Now, you can choose from, say, reading articles or blogs or magazines or novels or novellas, whatever source you choose. Maybe you can read editorials from good newspapers such as the Hindu, the Indian Express, the Guardian, and other similar good newspapers. So, how this will help you? See, it'll improve your comprehension, it'll help you build your word bank, it'll help you in questions related to paracompletion, parajumble, because essentially all these questions that I've just talked about, they essentially revolve around the concepts of reading and understanding. So make sure that you read a lot. You should read for approximately 40 to 50 minutes every day and work on your comprehension, work on understanding whatever you've read. So that's my tip number two. The other thing that you can do to improve your verbal ability score is to by building your word bank. Now, see, good word bank simply means better comprehension. So, if your word bank is strong, you will be able to deal with direct questions based on vocabulary. So, whether they ask you direct questions based on synonyms or antonyms, they give you fillers, they give you say idioms or phrases or words that confuse directly or indirectly. Maybe your comprehension will improve if your word bank is strong. You will be able to understand what is given in a given paragraph or passage. So, improve your word bank. You can use several methods. You can use several books such as Word Power Made Easy, or you can build your own word bank by creating word clusters. You can use root methods. You can use memory techniques such as mnemonic devices to improve your word bank, and make sure whatever you do, you keep revisiting the concept, you keep revising the concept. This is how you build your word bank. Now, see, vocabulary can be a major challenge for a lot of us, but then if you don't overcome the challenge, you are not actually preparing for the paper. Understand? And that's important. Tip number four for you all is to work on your comprehension, logical skills, and grammar. See, these tests are designed to not to test your knowledge, but to check your logical ability, your searching ability, your concepts, and their application. So make sure that you work around all these things. See, reading comprehension passage is one prominent part of any entrance test that you can think of. So your comprehension should be strong. Now, the answers to the reading comprehension passages are generally very logically designed. They are deceptively close. So, you should have a good understanding of what it is. Your logical skills should be strong. Your reasoning should be strong so that you can eliminate the obvious wrong answer choices and get the answer right. Grammar is all about concept and the application. So, make sure that you understand the basics of grammar. Generally, they don't ask you very difficult questions. The questions are fairly simple. In certain papers, they ask you direct questions. So they'll ask you to change, say, the voice of a given sentence, or maybe they'll ask you to rephrase in direct to indirect speech, or maybe they'll just ask you to identify the tense of a given sentence. Maybe it'll be around phrasal verbs or prepositions, or maybe spotting the error by underlining a given part of the sentence. But if your concepts are strong, you understand the application of the concepts, that is what they want to check in you. So make sure that you understand all these things. So work on around these areas. That's my tip number 4. And the last tip, and the most important tip of all, have the aptitude, have the desire to succeed. See, if you're planning to write an entrance test, that is, this simply means that you should know, you should be mentally prepared that you will be competing with the students across a larger, area. So maybe you'll be competing with students pan India. So be prepared to write an entrance test at all India level, and that requires aptitude. So how, see, vocabulary will be a challenge, rules of grammar will be a challenge, comprehension will be a challenge. A lot of things will be more like a big challenge for all of you. But then, if you don't have the aptitude, if you don't have the desire, you will sit and probably not figure your way out. You will not be able to figure your way out. But if you want to succeed, you need to have the desire. You need to have the aptitude. Develop that aptitude, understand the paper pattern, develop good reading skills, build your word bank, understand the concepts of grammar, write a lot of mocks, analyze the mocks, have your doubts sorted, and then probably you should think about, or maybe you should expect a good score. Well, I hope this session was of some use to you. If you want something exclusively from us, make sure to write that, leave a comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay connected.